with the tip of the Explorer, and I'm going to start my activation, which is kind of like a knocking stroke, and I'm going to activate distally and go around the back of the tooth and come up, and then you want to turn your tip so it's directed mesially, reinsert at the distal line angle, and start your knocking stroke again, wrist activation, and as you come to the mesial, pivot up a little bit as you roll right around the mesial line angle, and then come up vertically. The 4-7, insert at the distal line angle, start your activation and activate distally into the interproximal area, come up vertically, come out, turn your tip so it's angled mesially, reinsert at the distal line angle, and then start your activation stroke, which is a knocking or rocking stroke. Pivot up as you come to the mesial and roll all the way around the mesial line angle. And you continue this process until you get to the 4-4. So 4-6, distal line angle, insert with your tip, start your knocking. This is wrist activation. Make sure you're not using your fingers to activate. Come up, reinsert at the distal line angle, and activate across the buccal surface, pivoting up as you roll into the mesial. You want to make sure your terminal shank stays vertical on the interproximal surfaces. 4-5, distal line angle, activate distally and roll into the interproximal surface and come up. So you have vertical strokes on the interproximal surface, and across the buccal surfaces you have oblique strokes. And here I'm going to roll into the mesial and come up. And you go all the way to the 4-4, insert at the distal, activate, distally, come up, take your tip out, reinsert at the distal line angle,